In this video, I'd like to talk about high expectations when it comes to the work we are creating and how sometimes those expectations or beliefs or judgments about how something should look don't serve our creativity. So I just wanted to share a bit of my own personal experience in case it's helpful. So I am 47 now and I'm a full-time artist. But I had big chunks of my life when I didn't create anything at all. And looking back, I can see that actually it was some of my own internal narrative and self-talk and beliefs about how things should look that really prevented my art and creativity from flourishing. So throughout my 20s, I really didn't create anything at all. I might do one drawing a year or one drawing every couple of years, and what would happen is I would make something and my expectations of how it should look was so high, and my ability, my skill level, my kind of fluidity, because I hadn't done anything for a while, was really rusty. So I'd look at what was on the page and it would really not match my expectations. There was this big gap in what I had created and what I wanted to create. And that would stop me in my tracks and it would prevent me going forward because I basically believed I wasn't good enough, talented enough, didn't have the ability to keep creating. And I now know that actually the issue wasn't what was on the page at all. The issue was the story that I was telling myself about how something should look and what it meant about me as an artist when it didn't look like that. And when I came back to art making in my 30s, I carried that high expectation with me. And now, of course, I want my art to look good, but the issue with high expectations are that it's a fantasy. The expectation of how something should look and the reality are just two different things. And so now I really try and be much more in the moment with what I'm actually creating. So looking at what is really on the page and seeing what I like, seeing what I enjoy, and not really thinking about what I think it should look like, rather responding to what is actually there. And I found that over the years I have developed a toolkit of art making processes which actually lower the expectations. So for me, if I'm starting out to create something and I'm starting on a beautiful, expensive, perfect piece of paper as my get-go, I find that feels like there's an expectation that it should be a really good thing. So I often start out on my kind of creative endeavours in ways which have very low stakes. So it doesn't matter if what I create doesn't work. It means that I can be more experimental, more free, more expressive, more expansive. So I will make art journals from scrap pieces of paper. I might draw or paint with a twig. I might make marks from pieces of recycling. I often scribble over pages. I might get lots of art materials and really just play with them. So there's lots of ways in which I think I'm trying to lower my expectation. I mean, how accomplished would a piece be if I'm drawing with a twig? But what I find by starting out with a much more free and easy way of making and expecting less of myself, that is how I discover the things that really excite me and interest me and make me curious about my own art making. So really kind of being mindful about what's on the page, not what my brain or my internal narrative is saying to me about how something should look.